history for Foos podcast. I am Felipe Esparza. And then this year in history, 1920, the KKK, they rallied in New York City to protest the hiring of Irish police officers and the hiring of Irish people in the police department. Pretty much, they were just protesting Catholics. So a lot of KKK showed up from the South, the one that came out of the closet. They put on their white sheets from the hospital and put some hose on it and had a big national racist rally in New York City where they were met by a lot of cops and they were all arrested. One of the arresting KKK members, his name was Fred Trump. That's right. Fred Trump, the father of President Trump, was arrested at the 1921 or 27 New York rally.
The KKK, he got arrested with the KKK?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bro. There was a lot of them, bro. And he was arrested, dog.
Release in bail of $500 each. Fred Trump of 17524 Devonshire Road, Jamaica, was discharged.
Because in 1927, man, the white people were believing that the media and the banks were being controlled by the Pope. And that's history from 1927. Now we're in 2020. Just letting you know, that was 100 years ago.
Whoa, dude.
That's what people were believing 100 years ago.
No way.
That the Pope was controlling the media, bro.
Oh,
I guess the Pope was taken down, and now the Jews control the media.
Bro, the course, this is what's, dude.
And
like,
you know
nothing's
what, bro?
fucking changed. Nothing's
Bro,
changed.
and you know what now? You know who controls the media?
The
Native Americans with their narrative about how badly they were treated by the American people with their treaties. Black people, slaves, they were promised 40 acres and a mule when President Lincoln said the Proclamation of Independence, or his speech. 14 score years we forth worth that all men are created equal. 80 years. You know what a funny bit about that, bro?
What?
Fucking Norm Macdonald. He said, man, really? 80 years? I mean, you really thought that was going to catch on, Lincoln? People were going to start speaking like that? When were you born? I was born in 72. That's what I love about history, bro, that where histories are facts, and later on in the future, you can make it funny, bro.
Right. You can make it funny because it's not impacting
happened.
you. Yeah.
And that happened 100 years ago, bro.
Right.
That protest, whatever, in New York, because people were afraid of the Irish, bro, because the Irish were coming in, bro, and
the Irish were taking jobs.
They were stronger. They were the most strongest immigrant that ever came to America, the Irish people, bro, because not only were they white, they were Catholic, and they were against Catholicism because everybody was Protestant, and they were hardworking, bro, just like any other immigrant that showed up, you know, and they were like ready to fight, bro. And the Irish realized right away the only way we could move up in this world and hide that we're Catholic is by getting city jobs.
Is that really what they did? Just try to.
Yeah, bro. They started being cops, bro. That's why the word, when you call a cop a pig, if it was the Irish.
Oh. Well, I know that whenever when they have a funeral and they all fucking show up out of everywhere. I mean, of course, it's for support, but it's also part of history because, like,
when you call a cop a pig, it's because they were Irish at the time.
Right. Yeah. I figured that. But like, I know a lot of the traditions that cops carry to this day, like as far as like their ceremonies and stuff, have a lot to do with Irish because they're all fucking family. So they would come from like, if they had a funeral, there'd be like all these different cities that would come, different cops, which they do now. Like cops come from all over the country whenever a cop dies. And it's because of the, what are you doing?
No, because you're saying about the influence, and they have a big influence because they I don't care where you're at, they play bagpipes.
Oh, yeah, the bagpipes. That's right. Yeah. Which is pretty dope. I love the bagpipes. I had an uncle who was a cop, and he passed away from a heart attack, which is considered in the line of duty. And so they had like a fucking crazy funeral for him. It was pretty dope. But like cops came from everywhere, man. And then I found out during that it was an Irish tradition because they were all family back then. Yeah. They're all like, or they were from the same village or something.
My friend got shot by an Irish cop. They gave him a colostomy bag. You were like, you ever met somebody with a colostomy bag?
Yes, it's disgusting.
Have they showed it to you?
No, but I've like,
it gets filled up and they're gonna throw it out,
huh? I've seen.
You have one.
No,
you have
bro.
a catheter.
I worked at a
convalescent home.
Yes.
Oh, it's sad to work there.
And this guy had one, and his shirt would always pop up, and you could see it, and sometimes it would just be like an explosion. I'm gonna make myself sick again.
But just talk about the tube. A tube goes in and a tube goes out, right? Yeah. You gotta talk about what comes in there.
Yeah. A tube goes in and a tube goes out.
They had it right here because my friend got shot and he had it in the bottom or some help. He had like two of them and shit. Like,
that's fucking crazy, bro. I had a friend who had
Okay, I know you were in a convalescent home and people gotta hide nasty shit that goes down. Do the fool ever get mad and go, fuck you, to the nurse and squirt at them?
Oh, God, no. Because there was only like one or two people who had one. And they were like pretty chill. And then I didn't work in the Alzheimer's unit.
Can you get a hard on with a colostomy bag?
I don't know, but I could. You know what? I had a friend who I worked for that owned a bar. He was fairly young. He was in his early 30s when I knew him, and he had to get surgery on his butthole for hemorrhoids, and so they had to sew up his asshole for a little while so the hemorrhoids.
So he couldn't eat beans.
So he had to get a colostomy bag for like 6 months, which was crazy to me, bro. Which is like, we're able to like sew up your butthole, redirect your stuff, then sew you back up, and then redirect it back out your asshole. That is, bro. What world is this? Reality is not real, man. But yeah, I could ask him, dude.
Imagine everything you said right now.
Yeah.
How they must have did it in 1920. 27. Like just say one of the KK guys was rallying, then he gets stabbed by an Irish thug, right? And
right.
There were there colostomy bags in 1920?
I don't think so. But that's how you die from getting stabbed, is that your bowel system
bro,
poisons your bloodstream.
Did we mention this last week that Elvis when he died, they said that he hadn't been to the restroom in 2 months.
He was impacted. Whoa.
And you know what he was eating, right?
From all the drugs.
Drugs. And
but what was he eating?
His sandwich every day,
bananas, honey, and
was
peanut butter.
a big French roll like the size of this. And then he'll cut it in half and he'll gut out the bottom.
Okay.
And he'll stuff bacon, peanut butter and jelly, and he'll stuff like 5 pounds of bacon, around it, and then close it up, and he'll just be eating that shit throughout the day.
I'm not gonna lie, Ray, that sounds good.
But he'll be eating it throughout the day, like he'll be eating it throughout the day, bro. Like, like in courses, like I'm gonna eat this at 5 p.m. and then this one at 7 p.m. This one at 9.
That right there.
Yeah, that's the one.
Get the fuck out of here,
bro.
Look at that thing, dude. That looks. I don't know. I know that some people are gonna cringe from this, but dude, I've had a peanut butter and jelly burger. Bomb, right, Ray? Ray's over here nodding his head, by the way. That shit is so fucking bomb, dude. So I can imagine salty bacon with peanut butter and jelly. You know what I'm going to do when I go home.
I'm just imagining a guy with a colostomy bag trying to eat that, bro. And thinking about, I'm going to need an extra bag.
I think you have to be on a special diet.
Or
maybe not.
It's more gross.
What?
My wife, my wife, she told me that she to date this guy, and before she said another sentence, I said, fuck that guy. Anyways, so I.
Yes, dog. Yes.
Shoot me now, bro.
I mean, good for everybody. Good for society for having those. But yeah, my grandmother decided to die instead of having one of those.
That guy had his jaw wired or something, so he couldn't eat.
Oh,
and
God.
He wanted to eat McDonald's.
Oh, no.
So his mom got a Big Mac, fries, and a shake and a Coke.
Oh, no.
And she put it on a blender, bro. That fool drank it.
Oh, no. See, bro, I can't.
Oh, that was my grandfather had, a tortilla, bro.
You know, to be honest with you, it's a very convenient. If you didn't have to, like, socialize and you didn't really, and there was, like, you worry about smelling, go back to that picture. That's kind of a convenient way to, like,
oh my God, bro,
to live your life. You just deposit into this bag. You take the bag off of your belly, you throw it in the trash, and you put another bag on. And you never have to go to the toilet ever again.
Imagine you never have shit stains.
And you'll never have shit stains, bro. You know what? I could live a colostomy lifestyle now that I think about it.
Actually, bro, I wish I could, like, go to sleep and take my legs off.
Really?
Like, if I would go home, man, and
what do you...
like go like this, oh, I was trying to go to sleep, and I take out these legs, bro, and put them over there.
Right.
I take this other one and put it over there, bro, and just fucking sleep with one arm, bro, like spooning like this.
I see. That's what I wish I could take off as an arm when I sleep. Legs.
I got a chainsaw right here.
Why
bro.
do you have? What's up with your legs? What's going on with your legs?
I don't know, bro. I feel like they get in the way, bro, of me moving around at night. But if I had a little tub, bro.
Wait a minute. They get in the way.
They get cramped. I get a cramp. Bro, don't let my foot get stuck wrapped in a blanket, because I'm going to get a cramp on my calf.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, bro.
Like a hole in it, bro.
Right.
I saw my bone one time, bro.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, man. I wish I could, like, go home, bro. Like,
oh, you get those, like, muscle cramps.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what helps those?
well, bananas.
Yes.
Also stretching, but
Okay.
who has time for that?
That's time for that. Just have a banana, dog.
So, yeah, man. I wish I could just go home and take this part of my legs off.
Yeah, you know, I get that.
Just
I
be
get
like a
that.
muscle guy.
For me, it's my arms. Like, it's just my right arm. Yeah. It's like...
Well,
if
you
I-
swing through the trees, so I can understand why you would get tired of your shoulders and dragging your knuckles all day.
Swinging through trees
You're Magilla Gorilla, bro.
takes a... I wish.
You need a little hat.
Magilla Gorilla has some dope upper
If
strength.
you and Ray hung out, bro, had a podcast, it'll be Grape Ape and Biggly Biggly. I look up Grape Ape and Biggly Biggly. There it is. That's you, bro. Magilla Gorilla. You fucking chimp.
That's...
That's the whole podcast. You and Chris Thorne, bro.
Yeah. Fucking, that's me and Ray. That's hilarious, dude.
History for fools, man. You know who had it rough, man? And we should have did it when we're doing the history of foods, bro. When something becomes a certain staple of food, you realize, oh, okay, why are that there? Or like Mexican, like why do we eat tortillas?
Right.
Because we are the people of the sun. That's why, and we get to grow corn 24 hours a day, man. We're never gonna run out of corn, so we gotta eat what we have.
That's what.
That's why white people, man, like their shit is mayonnaise, bro, and like they grow mayonnaise out of trees, man, in the fucking the land of North Carolina, bro. It comes out of a plants in jars.
It comes right out in jars.
And white people take shower with it. It's called Miracle Whip. So yeah, man. So
History
white
for
people,
fools.
Native Americans, they love fry bread. And Hawaiian people, they get down with Spam. But I didn't know this because Hawaiian people, they get down with Spam because during World War II, there was a shortage on food. Right. So they would eat whatever was dropped off a plane.
Right.
So like fucking Spam will fall off a plane.
Spam made it.
Spam made it, bro.
Right.
And also flour.
Did you ever eat Spam when you ate meat?
Hell, we ate Spam one time. I thought that shit was delicious.
Right.
My mom thought it was too fancy, so we stopped eating it.
See, that's the thing is, I knew growing up that Spam wasn't fancy, but in my mind I was all, this tastes like something fancy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And
my mom thought.
I fucking love Spam to this day. Like, I could eat gobs with this shit.
I made a joke about it, bro. Like, you ever lose that Spam key, you're fucked.
I remember that, bro. Your dad used to wear it on. Yeah, bro. I remember that joke, dog.
So they were dropped with Spam because of Japanese people. The government, the Empire of Japan, they fucked up their trading routes during World War II.
Okay.
So there were no boats coming in with nothing, dog. They just dropped stuff. So a lot of Hawaiians were killed by cans of Spam, man.
Is that really true? No shit.
Bro, every time they drop food, it lands on people.
I mean, we've done that. Yeah, we've killed people with food drops before.
So America's very nice, bro. Before they bomb somebody, they drop flyers and Hershey bars, and then
they do that. That's very true.
And we're gonna bomb you.
When we fucking
get out of town.
When we did Hiroshima, we dropped leaflets and candy saying we were gonna kill you.
They went Hershey.
Yeah, bro.
And
I think he's right.
So the Native Americans, when they did the Trail of Tears, when they had to walk from, I don't know, Oklahoma City to California, San Manuel, Arizona, wherever they were getting dropped off, America said, we can't starve these people.
Oh, you're talking about the Long Walk.
Yeah, the Trail of Tears.
Trail of Tears is different. Long Walk is where the Navajo bread was invented.
Yeah, so they gave them, because some of these natives, they were hunters and gatherers. So all they did was hunt buffalo.
Right.
So America said, fuck, we can't beat these people. How are we gonna kill them? We can't kill them, so we'll cut off their chain of their supply and their chain of command. Since some of the natives were just depending on buffalo,
right?
Americans said, fuck it, let's shoot buffaloes. That's like if America was fighting Mexico and America said, you know what? We're going to pee on all their cornfields so they won't eat tortillas no more. Or we're going to poison their fields, which is what the British did in Ireland. They poisoned their potato fields.
They wipe out your food supply.
Yeah, but like in Africa, they started killing all the flies.
Military. They what?
They started wiping out all the flies.
You mean they started killing all the flies in Africa? Do you think they sent the flies in? They probably, dude, that.
Because some of those flies in Africa, they came from Britain, bro, and they were filled with AIDS and all kinds of diseases, bro.
Yes. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Flies carry diseases with them. And then they, that. I wonder what sorts of warfare we don't even know about, where they, sent in, maybe they did that with AIDS, too. Sent in a bunch of monkeys with AIDS.
So Native Americans, all they had, the ones that were used to making their type of food, they were left with just flour, man. Flour, sugar, and water. So the natives started making fry bread.
And lard, yeah.
And lard, bro. Oh my God, it's delicious.
Sopapillas.
You ever had one of those, bro, at New Mexico?
Fuck yeah, I have, bro. I
didn't even know about that. Indian fry bread was their staple, but I didn't know it was created by the government.
It's a forced staple.
Yeah, forced. They were forced to make that.
Right.
And because did you see the documentary, Fry Bread is Dead Bread?
Yeah, I started to, I watched half of that one.
It made natives fat too, and diabetes.
Right. Well, I mean, that's the thing, man, is these people had, they had their own food source, and the one particular, because the one I looked up was the Navajo fry bread, which is where I guess a lot of the fry breads are adapted from. And so these people were sheep herders. They didn't live in teepees or wigwams. They lived in hogans, which are mud, and it's like a dome. And they lived in this valley, and they're very prosperous. They were like one of the most prosperous like native nations. And
You know what they call perverted native?
what?
A teeping Tom.
So, what's fucked up is the United States was like, oh, we think there's gold in that area. That's all this was over was gold that was never there. So they fucking force these guys out. They make them walk like fucking 30, 40 miles, something like that.
Thousands of miles.
Like, and then they go, and then there's like, all these people are dying and shit, and then there's no food. And like what Felipe was saying earlier was that they cut off the food supply so that they didn't have to fight them. So they went in there, they burned their fucking, their shit, they killed their sheep, they burned their houses down, they left them with nothing, so they were forced to move. And then they're like, well, we don't have food out on the fucking prairie. And then when we got there, we didn't have food. And the United States was like, well, here's rations. Here's how we eat. Fucking lard, salt, sugar, and
ranch.
And flour. And then it's like, what do we do? And then the ones that didn't die from eating it and getting poisoned by it, because a lot of them were just eating raw products. Or like products that went bad because they didn't know how to eat it. And then the ones that did figure it out made fry bread.
Imagine, bro, being back there, you don't do the flour, you start just putting it in your mouth.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's
eating pure lard.
They were like eating that shit and it was fucking them up. Like one of the documentaries that I watched over this, because you were like, look up fry bread, look up history of fry bread. And so I went up and looked up the history of fry bread. Fry bread has been around forever.
Ever, bro.
Because it's a poor people staple. It's just really easy products. But
Taco Bell calls that gordita, but that's another story.
That's that's the other thing. But the natives like really made it good. I gotta tell you, dude,
bro.
My favorite thing going back to the Southwest is sopapillas. Like, which is like basically a fry bread that you could cut in.
Sopapillas is like fry bread's gay daughter.
Yes, dude. Yes, that's exactly kind of.
Yeah, bro. It's like you get a fry bread, you cut it in half, and you get a little corner like a clit, and go here.
And then you can fill it.
Yeah. Now you took it too far.
Because I had sopapilla enchiladas.
And
have you ever had that?
in Spanish language, it's feminine.
Is that what it is?
Because if it would have been a man, it would have been sopapillo.
Sopapillo. What is sopapillo?
I don't know, bro. Sopapillo with a hot dog in it.
A papillo is like your dick, right?
Papillo is like what a bird does. Pio, pio.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Okay, we're doing a history of pio here. Where's sopapilla, bro?
Look at that. So, in the morning, you wake up and you fill that thing with butter and honey. And then at night, my mom would make, because my mom's from the Southwest, she would make those and fill those with meat and cheese and olives, and then cover it with enchilada sauce, and then again, cheese and olives and onions.
Hey, bro.
Fuck.
I never thought about this till right now you mentioned that. If you're native American, maybe you're from Pima Papago or whatever native you're from, bro, and also you're Mexican, your mom is gonna make the most fattiest, delicious food ever.
Fuck yeah, bro. She's gonna give you diabetes with love.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah.
You're gonna be eating bow and arrows wrapped around a tortilla, bro, and loving it.
Southwest Mexican food is a completely different food.
Like, they'll be like, you know what, bro? You know what?
Next type of Mexican food.
Like, Mexican food will just be like whatever, right? A whole plate.
Right.
Of beans, rice, tortillas, whatever, jalapeno. But Southwest people be like, yeah, bro, that place still needs something.
Needs a donut.
Bro, here's 5 dollops of sour cream.
Yes, and a donut. Pretty much a fucking donut. You know what? Hey, you know what this needs? A donut.
Or a pan dulce.
Just throw that over here. Come on, just stuff the beans in it.
You know what Mexican fry bread is our tortilla fried in oil, and then we add sugar and cinnamon on it.
That's fucking. Wasn't that buñuelos?
Yeah, buñuelos.
Fuck, that's so good, bro. That's why I have
which is
diabetes.
fried bread son.
Fried bread son. It's
Buñuelo.
Buñuelo. Oh, is that what that means? Really?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It speaks Spanish.
So when once the natives made it to where they're supposed to get, and they were eating these fatty foods, it's time to indoctrinate them, you know. And they started separating the kids and they put them all in schools, bro. Like one whole school with just Native Americans, and they were learning the history of America and learning how to love Jesus and learning how to clap without going, oh, without getting all riled up and shit.
Right. Settle down. We're inside now. Keep your shoes on. Pray to God.
A lot of these schools were in Oklahoma, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're all over the Midwest. We had them here in California, too.
Would you say that these schools were Native American concentration camps?
Absolutely. I would say
you go that far?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they were dying, huh?
Well, they were dying and they were getting fed shit that they...
So their food was not good.
Dude, when you talk about the California missions, no, we did not give them good food. I was reading stuff where they were eating like really bad.
You know, all those missions were built by natives, bro.
Yes.
Nobody ever thought about that. Like, you might say that black slaves built the White House. That's true. But look at all the missions in California, they were built by natives.
Bro, when I look at, after doing some of this.
There it is, bro. I was right.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a concentration camp. Absolutely was a concentration camp. But our missions, when you drive up California and you see a mission, one, they did not look like that when they were fucking in place. Two, they were covered with natives working their fucking asses off, being indoctrinated, those are literally concentration camps, by the way. And I think they've said that there's over 90,000 Indians overall that are buried amongst all those missions that have died. And they were just indoctrination concentration camps.
Crazy, bro, man. I remember when I was in San Antonio mission, another mission.
Yeah.
And I was talking to one of the wait staff. He goes, do you guys have, and I was like, do you guys have ghosts in San Antonio? Right? Naive, all high. And
right.
The waitress looks at me and goes, yeah, there's dead Mexicans all over the city. You know about the Alamo?
Yeah, dude, pretty much.
Then I fucking hit him in the head. Fuck, what am I, stupid here?
Yeah.
You think that only white people could be ghosts?
Right. Well, because, yeah, I mean, you got some shit to take care of, white people. That's what ghosts do. They
do Mexican ghosts say boo or they say bulo?
Órale. Or that's just
they probably say
ghosts.
Trabajos. ¿Dónde hay trabajos?
But yeah, man, the missions were like they were like slave camps, and
because they were you want to see a badass rebellion of a Native American who was in a movie, who was in one of the concentration camps, and he was taught to be American. And after he graduated, he was adopted by a white family, bro. And he would go to those schools and then come back to a regular white family. Fargo, season 2. They're in the 70s.
Oh, that dude. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And remember, he goes into that bar and that guy spits in he goes, hey, chief. And he spits in his fucking drink.
Right.
And then he goes, can I have another one without you spitting on it? And then he goes, I'm looking for these people right here. He goes, you have a drink for a guy who has a Purple Heart and fought in Vietnam? Then a bartender didn't give a fuck, bro. Bro, he went to his truck. He got his M16. He went over there and blasted everybody. Yeah. And then when the cops showed up, he blasted them too. And he wasn't going to do that, bro.
I remember
He wasn't going to do that. But in some of these places, there's still placards that say 1,200 natives were killed here.
Right.
So he saw that sign and he got pissed off.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, well, that'll do.
Tyler Street?
In Riverside?
Yeah, there's a Native American school still there.
For just Native Americans? And it's still active?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's Hale High School. Not to be confused by the Germans who, hey, hi, Hitler.
No. No more of that.
All right. But I heard that they had like mass grave sites. Like you saw that movie Sugarcane, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
So Sugarcane is a movie about...
Are they nominated for an Academy Award?
It's being nominated for an Academy Award right now because it was such a great film. But Sugarcane's about it's about the Sugarcane Native American reservation in Canada. I think it's in BC, Canada.
So they got beat up bad in Canada too, huh? So Canada trying to come out of the nicest country.
Bro, Canada is not the nicest country.
But they try to come out of the nicest country. But I've seen shit about Canada from the frontier days when they were fucking fur trappers. Vicious motherfuckers.
Vicious motherfuckers, bro.
Fucking up natives speaking French.
Bro, you got to remember, they still use the Queen on their currency. And they're still, I can't remember their relation to England right now, but they were the last to fucking cross over. They were like, fuck that. We're still fucking, we're still white devils over here. And so they're fucking out there killing people, dude, fucking doing the same thing that they were doing here in the United States, fucking removing people from their property, fucking putting them in concentration camps. And in this particular episode...
in Canada, they try to hide that they did all that stuff because they have a native on their dollar bill, one of their dollars.
Who gives a fuck, dude? We have one on our quarter,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. On our gold coins. And it's like, but that story... Again, that story, though, is like, these are all fabricated tales. When you think about, like, Native Americans growing up and, like, fucking, this prosperous thing and this happened and this fucking bullshit, dude. We fucking put their kids... They took these kids in this documentary... They took the kids away from the parents and they put them in schools, like overnight schools. It wasn't like they got to go home. And they put them in these schools and they beat the fuck out of them. And then they took these priests, and this is the same thing with the missions in California. When they were settling out here, all the priests that were coming out here weren't the best priests. Because they didn't give a fuck.
They were the worst priests.
They were the worst. They were the guys that were molesting everybody. Because molesting has been going on more than just in this like in our time frame. So they over in Canada, they have all these bad priests.
I know, like Trump said, they don't send the best.
They don't send the best, bro. They're not sending their fucking best. So they got these guys out there.
Why would you send the best when you could just keep the best here in the Vatican?
In the Vatican, right.
So we're gonna send the worst to Nigeria.
You're gonna send your bad, your rule breakers, the guys who kind of like do suspicious shit. To me, bro, if you deprive yourself of your sexual senses, that's what happens.
Never trust a priest with a cold sore.
You go fucking what? What? Never trust a priest with a cold sore. Yeah, that's probably good advice.
That should be a bumper sticker.
How about you just don't trust priests? How about you just don't?
Just Judas Priest, bro. When I found out the lead singer was gay, a lot of people threw away their Judas Priest jersey.
Really, dude?
The shirts, their thing. Not me, bro.
You hung in.
I always knew, bro, that guy was dressed like the cops from fucking Police Academy when they went inside that bar.
Right. He did dress like that. Yeah. I thought they were gay.
Blue Oyster Cult.
I'm like, because I thought they were gay. I always knew that they were gay, but I guess that was a surprise to everybody else.
Trump said that he's not going to have, President Trump said he's not going to make it a law that trans men cannot read children's books anymore. They're going to be replaced. He don't know who to replace it with, but because he was going to replace them with some KK members and Proud Boys, but a lot of them can't read. And the real ones have government jobs.
They're all in the military. They're all in the army right now. Anyway, we were talking about the school.
Yeah, so the native school was bad, bro. They cut their ponytails off, first of all.
Right.
They had short hair.
They had to have short hair.
Imagine, bro, if you were America, I feel like the way they treated Native Americans is the way they wanted to treat the way they wanted to treat free black people when they were freed, but they didn't have a plan for that.
Right.
Because I think if they would have did the same thing to African Americans, where put them in schools and indoctrinate them, they would have had a whole difference.
Well, we did do that, sort of during the slave times, which is why I think there's a lot of black people who are very religious.
You're talking about Uncle Tom's.
No, I'm just talking about like overall, like they forced them to go to church. They forced them to be religious when they were their slaves. Like they had to go to their own church and they had to go, which is why I think they're so religious, especially when you go south, because they were forced. So there was no need to put their kids in school or do anything, because by the time the slaves were freed, they were already very religious, and at the same time you have these people taking over territories, and you got these generals, you got these military people who just want to fucking kill all these people. And even back then there were bleeding hearts, but the bleeding hearts were like, don't kill these savages, reappropriate them, put them in schools, make them believe in what we believe in, make them think like we think, and then put them back into society and make them work on the farms and make them work. It's not that they never thought they were subhuman. They thought they were subhuman, but there were some people that were like, well, let's just treat these subhumans a little bit better. And so they're taking their kids away. Dude, imagine being taken away. You're in a tribe. This is your way of life. You get up every morning in your little hut and you fucking come out and you go fishing with your dad and you learn how to garden with your mom. You got your little fucking outfit on, your little native outfit. And then all of a sudden these fucking people roll through and are like, hey, listen, it's no longer your way of life. And if you even talk like that, we're going to beat the fuck out of you.
Bro, that happened to the Jewish people in World War II. Did you see that movie, The Pianist?
Yes.
When they grabbed that old man and they pushed him out the window?
Yes.
Bro, people were watching that video for the first time. They didn't know what movie it was. And I was going to write, bro, something that people always write when something bad happens, like, how come you didn't help?
Right.
I wrote it, but then I deleted it. I wrote, how come the cameraman didn't help him?
Where was the cameraman? The whole time you're just filming.
But I felt that people would have took it the wrong way, so I saved it for the podcast.
That's fucking.
Because they were like,
glad you did.
The Nazis came in storming in there, bro, and they were grabbing everybody. It was the old man's birthday, and and then they just in a wheelchair, bro. They just tossed him out the window.
Where was the cameraman?
And I wrote,
where were you, dog?
This is the camera, and I wrote, the cameraman didn't even help.
That is hilarious, dog. You should not have erased that.
I deleted it, bro. I don't want people come back at me.
Bro, that is so fucking funny, dude.
Bro, I'm good at leaving comment, bro. Rene Vaca, he posted a photo of him and his two other brothers.
Uh-huh.
They're little, bro. And his mom is mean mugging the camera like this. And then he wrote, I don't know why mom is mad, eh? I don't know why my mom is mad. And I wrote, I see 3 reasons.
That's so good, bro. That is hilarious.
Yeah, man.
I had a friend who had he took a picture with his little sister and his twin brother. And I was like, congratulations. You had a baby with yourself. Yeah, I love that shit, dude. I love fucking trolling motherfuckers. That's
but there was a guy, I always write stuff, there was a guy saying some mean racist stuff, right? Mean racist stuff in English.
Uh-huh.
Then I wrote down, man, it's not bad, eh? It's not that bad once you translate it from German.
Oh my God.
Why do they call the movie Sugarcane? Were they picking sugar?
Because it's the Sugarcane reservation.
Oh, Sugarcane.
And so this movie, I'm trying not to give away as much of this because there's parts of because like
people ain't gonna watch it, bro.
The documentary has a plot twist. Well, so what they were doing, dude.
Because I saw the part where that guy is talking to his father, and and his father has PTSD from being there.
Right. Well, because his father, oh, that guy, yeah, dude.
It was fucked up, bro. And then his grandma too.
The one that was the one that fucked me up, and it's so the film is made by the son of this guy who was basically set to be burnt as a baby because these priests were fucking the girls in this camp and getting them pregnant.
Once again, they send the worst priest to America.
Bro, well, there's the one guy in this movie that his DNA comes back and his dad is the priest in the picture with him. And like the DNA comes back that's related to all these people that have the last name as the priest. You know, they don't know that there's no way to prove that. But that happens. But what's happening though is these priests are fucking all these girls, these little girls in this camp.
Who's your father?
And no.
But go on, the priest.
I can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You have to go on after that. I'll continue. So they have, because this next part I can't do while I'm laughing. So the next part is they're having babies. These little girls are having babies.
And weird because they act like they're not gonna know that's a priest's baby, bro. Like has blue eyes.
Right. Well, that's the thing is they're not having the baby.
What's your baby name? Running White Devil.
Well, that's what this is about. Is because they're not having.
They're killing them.
They're having the baby, and as soon as the baby's born, they throw the baby in the incinerator.
Oh, so Catholics abort the baby after they're born.
After they're born, they don't abort it there. They wait till they separate the little girl from everybody.
She's little too, huh?
She's lit, bro. We're talking like 12, 11, 13-year-olds. Like the mom in this one was 13, the grandma. So this is what happens, is that the son of the guy in the documentary is who made the documentary. The dad is a product of this. They go to burn the baby, but the milkman shows up. And so they scatter before they could get to the baby. And the milkman discovers the baby.
Who's going to burn the baby? The priest?
The priest was going to burn the baby. But the milkman just finds the baby. He doesn't see anybody around. He just finds the baby next to the incinerator. And so he saves the baby. It comes out in the paper.
That sucks.
And then this guy survives that's in this documentary. I mean, right off the bat, that's not ruining anything. Right off the bat, you find they call it like they're like baby found in a garbage bin by milkman. And so, dude, this guy has to grow up the rest of his life knowing that his mom tried to burn him. And the thing is that this poor little girl, so they arrest her. In this story, they find out that it's her baby. They arrest her because she's the one accused of being trying to burn the baby. But she didn't. They were forcing her to burn the baby. So this lady went to prison. This dude grows up thinking his mom tried to fucking burn him for most of the time. She stays silent because she can't report the church. And as you're watching this documentary, they're interviewing people that went. These are not like people who died. They're interviewing people who went to this school and were abused by everybody by the priests in this school. And so they're like, oh, bro, it was so crazy, dude. You know, because all these people were like, yeah, I didn't want to speak on the abuse because I was afraid I was going to get hurt. You know, these are Catholics, bro. These are like some of these people believe in fucking themselves up like with chains. Like that's what the cat of nine tails is for. You know, it's for punishing yourself for all your sins every night. You know, which is like, you know, and that's the thing, man, is like the invasion of Catholics into American society.
You know, a lot of that abuse has been transferred into generations and generations that we don't even know why we fuck up our kids so much, but it comes from those times. Yeah. Like I remember, like I don't want to mention his comic's name because I will be embarrassed. But he told me that his mom, to punish him, will put rice on the floor and make him kneel. And that's the Catholic punishment for natives who didn't want to pray.
Right. And well, that guy in the movie says that he would have to hold 2 Bibles kneel and hold 2 Bibles in his hand like that. You know, as little kids, bro, these are like 10-pound Bibles. These aren't. He pulls out one of the Bibles, and it's one of those huge ones that the priest uses at the pulpit. And yeah,
big ass Bible,
bro. So corporal punishment definitely comes. You know, and that was one of the things that I was going to talk about with the missions, is that the missions were all developed by one guy, Junipero Serra.
You a soldier too, huh?
He was a priest who led the soldiers. And
whenever you see like the Spaniards marching in and there's a priest in front, that was him.
So these guys are continuations of the Inquisition. Like the Inquisition was basically when the Catholics decided to try to like cure all of society of Protestant behavior.
Yeah.
So fucking these guys are like the tail end sponsors of the Inquisition, and they come into the United States. And they're trying to continue with the Inquisition against these native people. So all the Inquisition tactics, tortures and beatings, you know, are all continued by these guys. And so that's where, and you're right, bro. That's where we get corporal punishment. That's why our parents would smack us around and whip us and
put your hand out like that, smack it.
Yes,
that's a Catholic shit.
Fuck.
Pulling your ear back.
Well, I mean, just causing pain because you misbehaved is like, it's why I know that people believe in hitting their kids, and good for you, but it's crazy to me that you're teaching someone to respect you and respect power by disrespecting them. That was always in my mind, was like my mom would beat the fuck out of me and I would be like, you think this is fucking gonna make me behave? This is gonna make me want to fucking do bad things. Never mind, I'm starting to get upset now.
But that was bad then, huh?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And that's the thing is like...
hundreds of people were murdered there, right?
Bro, hundreds. Well, the other thing...
Generations after... When did they close the school down?
Kids would run away and get stuck in the snow and die. You ever... did you ever see the movie Wind... I think it was Wind River? It was about it's dedicated, the movie is dedicated to all the women who've been found, like the mass graves of women that have been found.
Wow.
But this is about like kind of that thing, how natives, and this is a modern movie, and it's based on true events. You know, we're still pushing native people out of their territories. We're still infringing on their properties and their places that we even set aside for them.
I'm pretty sure people are dying to drill in those holes in Arizona that's all natives.
Right now, bro, that's about what's about to happen too, is, you know, with Trump coming in and being like, all right, we got this power emergency. All these like sacred territories that we're not allowed to drill through are going to be drilled through now.
So, there's a new show right now. I don't know if you guys are watching it, but we might talk about it in the future. And it was the Mormon rebellion in Utah, when Governor Brigham Young he wanted, like, he was fighting, bro. He was fighting the American government. Did you hear about that?
No.
So there's a show right now on Netflix called American Primo, or Primo American. And it's about the Mormons were attacking Calvaries, bro, and they would dress up
American
like natives.
Primeval,
bro. It's about the war between Mormons and America.
No shit,
bro. They were like Utah, bro. They were about right before the American Civil War. They were about to start some shit in Utah, bro.
Yeah, the Mormons were fucked up, bro. Did you ever see that show?
But they got kicked out of Illinois first, bro.
Right.
Brigham Young, and they got kicked out of Illinois, and they moved to Utah, because the Mormons believe that they saw Jesus in the fucking Wild West, bro. That's what they believe.
Right.
And also, there's some natives who believe in a type of Jesus, but it's that they believe in, bro, and exactly, and then they say that that's the same Jesus the Mormons saw. But that's their
John
religion.
something. What was his name? John
Dum.
Smith? Dude,
Dum,
the
dum,
thing
dum,
is
dum.
like the Mormon shit is crazy. Did you ever see Hell on Wheels? That show Hell on Wheels?
No, but I used to know this comedian named Roxy, and she was called Hell's on Wheel comedian.
No.
Yeah, but that's about the building of the railroad.
Right. And dude, they struggle. Like it's like the fucking natives and the Mormons fuck shit up the most for them. And the Mormons are just because the Mormons are like, we don't want nothing to do with society. But guess what? This is our territory, and if you fucking come near me,
Bro,
we're gonna fucking kill you.
Bro, there's a scene in that show American Primal where the guy doesn't want to listen to the Mormon guy. He goes, you guys want to really do some trade one of your governor's wives over here. Everybody starts laughing. What are they up to now? 23 wives?
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, 56 wives.
Did you ever read about those?
Bring them, you don't have 56 wives, bro.
Yeah,
Imagine,
bro, that shit is crazy.
Imagine, bro, 56 women asking you where the fuck you going.
No, I'm good, bro. I'm so good. But I don't think...
I just had a vision.
Did you ever hear about those Mormons? This is like the modern day one where that guy had all those wives from like... What were they called? The
Branch Davidian.
Oh, man. I can't remember what they called themselves, but they were like fundamentalists, bro. And they were hardcore. And they owned all kinds of cities in Utah where they would like...
Well, there's a part of that not getting too into right now, but there is a part of Utah where competitive sports is not allowed because you feel I don't know what it is, but they're not allowed. History for fools, bro. What happened to Sugarcane, bro? In the end, did you feel real bad?
I felt really, dude. Like that's the thing is like you read
hardcore documentary.
It's a hardcore documentary. I think it should be watched. I think it should be shared, because these people are still not done suffering. Like we're not talking about fucking ancient tribes that were buried, which like the missions and stuff, which is still should be addressed. And I don't think there's been an apology for that from the church ever. But we're talking about people that are still alive that were affected by this school, that were affected by these priests raping kids and having babies with them. Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. That opened my eyes, but I felt it did. Yeah, it made me feel really awful watching all that. What about you?
What?
That show.
I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
I saw half of it, bro.
Okay.
But then you start getting mad and shit.
Yeah. My girl.
You start getting mad. I'm gonna go support them. I'm gonna go to San Manuel.
My girl will start to watch and she'll be like, I gotta get up for a minute. I need a break. Me, I'm like, I gotta watch this shit because I'm gonna fucking really feel it.
But how many of this father, bro? This supposed to happen everywhere. There was a mission, whether it was in Ireland or whether it was anywhere, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But that's the thing, man. And I want to this is something I'd like our viewers to listen us up on, especially if you live in California. You go and visit all these
El Camino Real.
Right. So first of all, that's a bullshit, false lie. The El Camino Real did not really exist.
But you know that is it true that every mission in California is a day's trip walking?
No, they
What
actually.
they say?
So they pulled all the dates up. This was a myth.
They say that every mission is like a day's trip.
Right.
On horse.
This is a myth made up by the Automobile Association because there's one.
So now you're picking a fight with a fucking DMV. So now we're serious.
So when they wanted to fund the 101, they made up this story that all missions were one day apart, and that natives volunteered to go to these missions because they were fed and they were taken care of and they were taught all these wonderful things. And they all did this so that they could fund the 101. So when you drive on the 101, remember that was funded by lies based off of fucking Native American deaths. Because what really happened is that they were building these places, these houses of worship, they were built for Spaniards to go to travel and drink and rest, but they were completely ran by natives, are built and worked on by them, and they when they started to date them, like I watched a documentary that dated when all of them opened. The first one was in San Diego. The second one was
San Juan Capistrano.
No, San Luis Obispo.
San Luis Obispo. Okay.
So that's more than a day apart.
That's right.
You
and
know?
then he made more.
Yeah, and then I'll show you. I'll send you the clip to the thing, but the dates just don't make sense.
Santa Cruz.
When they started opening them, and Santa Cruz is so far, you know. And then there's two that are like 13 miles apart from each other.
Santa Ides.
So none of those were days apart from each other. That wasn't the point. Was so that people could get from one point to another, but it was soldiers. It was conquistadors.
San Fernando Mission.
But all those, so just
Santa Ynez, those cool Starbucks over there.
So it's just San Juan Bautista alone has 20,000 Native Americans suspected of being buried underneath its church.
San Miguel.
And the other thing is when you go to the
Soledad prison, shout out.
When you go to the cemeteries, like when you look at the real decorative like pieces of
one day we should go to every single one of them one day, see how long it takes driving.
Just pull up in front and keep going.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay, let's do that. That'll be an adventure.
And one bowl in each one.
I think it'll take more than a day though.
Bro, when I walk the San Fernando Mission right here by my house,
right?
I think nobody owns more land in California than the Vatican, bro.
Yeah, probably.
Because you've been San Fernando Mission is huge, bro. Like the San Fernando Mission, like I don't even been to the church, but they have a big ass elementary school,
yeah,
a big high school,
huge.
And then when you keep driving, it is the sad part, bro. Like they have a vacant land, bro. But that's just that part, but. Further down,
so much bigger than that.
Further down to the left,
it's like 7 of those.
They have an empty land with old houses that were there from the prairie days that are empty.
Yes, yeah, that does not do it justice. That
and thing is like cemetery.
That thing is like 5 times the length. That thing is just the church by itself.
And the cemetery too. The
cemetery's huge. Oh well, you know who's buried in the cemetery?
And then the church too. The church is the Catholic Church also.
Right. Yeah. You know who's buried there though at that cemetery as well? Bob Hope.
Bob Hope.
Bob Hope is buried there. They have the Bob Hope Memorial Cemetery right behind their normal cemetery, and then buried behind Bob Hope. Guess what's buried in there? 10,000 Native Americans. Yeah, that church is huge, bro. I mean, that property. When Felipe says it's massive,
it's huge, bro.
Fucking massive. When I stayed with you guys. When I first was moving out here to LA and I was doing this podcast, Felipe and his wonderful wife had the good grace of letting me stay with them. And on days when we weren't doing the podcast or times we weren't, I would go walk around and explore. And I went over. That's how big it is. That's how fucking. That's not even covering it, dude. Yes, all that. Look at that, dude.
And look
at those are houses and those are yards across.
And they don't pay taxes because they're a religion.
Look at all that. See all that green going up, going up, going up, going up, going up?
They didn't catch on fire, by the way.
That is all. Yeah, it did not catch on fire, bro. Because it's all green. Because it's sucking up all the water from the land.
There's a big statue of that priest you're talking about.
Junipero Serra?
Right outside where the park is. Oh, they own that park too. You know that park.
They own that park across and the funeral home.
Yeah.
Where that is right across the street from there too.
There's a big statue of him.
That park is huge.
And then last year, somebody dropped red paint on it.
Good. Well,
it is right there, bro.
Can you look up the Junipero Serra on the 280? Just put Junipero Serra 280 San Francisco.
That's funny because when I was a kid, they used to paint him as a nice guy, like
lover of children.
He's the logo of the San Diego Padres.
Right? Yeah, he's the lover of children. He took care of Native people.
According to the documentary, he was stepping on them.
Well, he was an Inquisitionist. He came from the Inquisition. But there used to be this huge statue. No, that's not it. It's him pointing. But there used to be this huge statue on the side of the 280 that we would drive by all the time as kids. And, and I remember my mom would point to it and like talk about it, the 280 freeway Bay Area. I don't know if you can find it, but it was like a big thing in our lives growing up in the Bay Area. And but come to find out, that guy hurt a lot of people. Fucked up a lot of people, man.
People change.
That's it right there. That's it.
Oh my God,
it's
huge.
Huge, bro.
It's still around?
I don't think so, dude. I don't see it. I think the brush they let the brush take it over.
It's huge, bro.
It's huge, dude. And I used to see that and I used to trip off of it. I remember on Super Bowl 19, they put Go Niners on a banner around his finger, but whatever, bro, whatever. But yeah, dude, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy, dog. I don't give a fuck if he's changed. To me, he's still a bad guy.
You have shows coming up?
I got 2 shows, 2 particular weekends with my good friend Felipe Esparza in Indianapolis and Grand Rapids. So I'll see you folks out there who've been messaging me. I'll be at Don't Tell Riverside this Saturday. Well, never mind. This is not going to come out by then. But I did want to give a shout out to someone came last night just to be seated. I was seating people in the lab at the Improv because I still am a normal person who has a normal job. And so I was seating this guy and the show's going and everything. Bro, you're the guy from History for Fools. I was like, fuck yeah. Shout out to everybody who comes to the Improv and says what's up. I'll give you good seats if I see you. I always give good seats. I'll get you guys waters. And you never know, if you come up to me, I got free tickets. So come see me at the Hollywood Improv sometime.
Hell yeah, bro. I went to my mom's funeral on Sunday, right?
Okay, how'd that go?
And I got there late, bro. And a lot of people were there, bro. Like high school kids, elementary school kids that I grew up with.
Your mom was a big figure in her community.
Yeah, she knew everybody, right? Because my mom was, she was the PTA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she was like the nurse of the assistant nurse of the school. And then when there was no more budget, they made her the nurse.
Really?
Right. So when my friend would roast me, all they had on me was my mom working there, bro.
Right.
Because they really had nothing else bad to get on me.
Right.
They had both parents. They go, fuck you, Batman. Your fucking mom be stealing Band-Aids and shit. She goes, you gotta be fixing flat tires with Band-Aids. Or he goes, your mom, they couldn't give your mom a raise, so they gave her an ambulance to drive around.
That's fucking little kid shit to say, dude. That's
but everybody was there, right?
Yeah.
And then like I got there late and everybody was there, bro. All my kids were there. All my baby mamas were there trying to collect a check.
Hell yeah, dude.
There was this fool named BB I grew up with. And that fool, bro, is crazy, bro. And then my son passed by, right? And he goes, bro, do you remember? He goes, you loaned me $200 to get an abortion. And I spent it on pizza and movies. He's over there walking around.
Oh my God, bro. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
dude.
So he was there. He was a cool dude.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he was telling me crazy stories, bro. Like, because I remember that guy, he would always rap. And he had a little boombox. And he would always like be smoke. And before he goes, everybody would go home. He'll be like, hold on, bro, before you all go home, I got the good night rap ready. Then he goes and he starts doing a little rap about everybody leaving.
That's funny, dude. That's great.
So one time he did I'm gonna have the goodbye. Because he was going to the Job Corps, right? So he said that I gotta do a goodbye for the Job Corps. But we're like, one time, bro, that's the last time I saw you. You said you were gonna do a rap for because you were going to the Job Corps. Yeah, bro. They kicked me out. Remember they kicked me out because fucking I got into a fight with this local weed and he ended up getting stabbed by somebody and so they kicked out everybody that lived in that area code.
Oh, dude.
So they kicked out everybody that was from the housing projects out of the job corps.
Ah.
So anyway, I was hanging out with these fools outside the funeral. When my mom's funeral was going on, I was outside talking to these fools, laughing, bro.
Right.
Just the way my mom would have liked it.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Anyway,
that's how it's supposed to be.
So the funeral's going on, bro, and my brother is saying stuff about my mom, and this and that. Bro, one of my brothers sung a song, bro, at the funeral.
How was it?
Oh, that's when I walked out.
Did you walk out because you didn't like the song, or because
Bro, listen, man.
Because it was making you sad?
No, bro. It's like me who never done magic.
Right.
Decides to do magic.
No, oh, so he's not a singer.
People have been telling me it's too soon to talk about it, bro. My mom already left.
My mom's already gone.
I was waiting for somebody to tell me, you're late. Where's she going to go? We're having a funeral for ashes. My mom was cremated.
Oh, man.
So my brother, they sing that song. My brother's going to sing a song now, and then everybody was singing. And then when I was outside talking, bro, Lisa was with me. She heard it, and she laughed, but she didn't tell me until later. I got to go back inside. Well, then one of the guys goes, you going to sing a song too, homie, or what? They got me already, bro.
Bro, that's hilarious, dude. That is fucking funny.
So, yeah, bro. Dude, all my nieces were there, my brother's granddaughters.
Nice.
And we took a picture, and we're all wearing black, bro. I look like Uncle Fester next to him.
It must have been nice to see all your family.
It was very nice.
That's great.
Bro, my mom's sister was there from where I grew up with. My cousin, bro, who has the most whitest name, was there. Ulysses Grant.
Really? Whoa. Get the fuck out of here.
His name is Ulysses Grant.
That's so funny how parents. My dad's named after Robert E. Lee.
Yeah, but he looked like a free slave. Anyways, dark as fuck. And my mom's brother was there, her little brother, her older sisters, my cousin that I haven't seen in a long ass time. All my mom's friends, the OGs,
yeah,
who are still alive, were there.
Great. That's great.
They remember me from when I was a kid. They were like, hey, Chuyito, no te he visto en tantos años. They haven't seen me as a little kid.
Oh, yeah. That must have been nice to see all those people.
It was nice to see them.
That's great.
But then, bro, when everybody went to go, eat food at some restaurant, right? I didn't want to go because I remember, man, the owner of that restaurant, that bitch heckled me at a show, and I've been hating that bitch ever since. So, fuck her.
Fuck that.
So,
so you didn't go to the restaurant?
I went in to say hi to people, but oh man, there was a lot of people there, bro. There was this dude named Ray there.
Okay.
He was there with fucking. Anyway, so we're leaving. Everybody's gone, and we're outside the church still talking. Father Greg Boyle was there.
Nice.
He served my mom's funeral.
Shout out to Father Greg Boyle, dude.
I remember when I was outside, bro, I was telling people, man, Father Greg Boyle was here. I said, yeah, bro. He fucking turned down 2 interviews with CNN to do my mom's funeral.
That's because he does a lot of interviews, dude. Like,
yeah.
You know what, bro? I thought
he knew my mom personally.
Right.
So throwing like personal anecdotes about my mom, how she likes to dance. And anyway, the funeral was over. So I'm out there with Ray, Snorks, and Snorks' brother, baby Snorks. And we're all fucking chilling. I busted out this big ass joint I was taping.
Hell yeah.
So I was smoking it with these fools. That fool Ray, that fool had like a Harley Davidson type of bike. And that fool has the side like a fat head on the motorcycles.
Right.
But he had to build like an ice chest. the motherfucker bust out Tecates right there, bro.
Right there.
And everybody's just drinking like old times.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And they were just talking about fights that happened in the projects. So there was, long story short, there was one fight, bro. 2 fights. Okay? And there was a cholo there that remembers these guys. His name is Bobby. And he was dressed like a veterano, bro. This fool that had a penalty like me. He was clean, bro. Clean ass khakis. Clean Stacey Adams. And he goes, hey, Holmes, I don't know you too well, Ray, but sorry about your jefita. But he was there out of respect.
Nice, yeah, rad.
So anyway, we started talking to him, and he remembers like when this guy named Mike Morales and his brother, they made Mike Fuhrman take off his gun, and they went head up with him, bro, inside the house.
No way.
Mark
really?
Fuhrman, bro.
Mark Fuhrman. Holy shit.
Because when they were doing the OJ trial and they were doing a background check on how fucked up Mark Fuhrman was, they went to that fool's house and interviewed him.
No way, really?
And they go, nah, man, we went toe to toe. He was okay with us. So anyways, that was one fight. But there was a legendary fight, bro. It was a guy named Wolf. And this guy had like upper body strength, but he was like a sexual predator.
Right.
But he was like, he had all his chola girlfriends were young. And this fool had a red ruby on his tongue, on his teeth.
Yeah.
Like he had like a ruby. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Like a grill, but he had like a real red ruby right here.
Okay.
When he smiled, you see a red ruby. What's up with that, Wolf? Oh, man, I'll be tickling chicks with it like this. So that fool was fighting this black dude, bro, named Brian.
Right.
And it was one of those fights, bro, where like fucking Clint Eastwood every which way but loose.
Yeah.
Where it starts off here, ends up there.
Okay.
So they were fighting, bro, all over the project, and people were following the fight, bro.
Right.
So fucking that guy Brian, he got there was this Mexican guy fixing his car, and that fool pushed that fool. He got into a fight with that guy, and they took his gasoline away, and he poured over the guy.
No.
And he got a match. Listen, man, you want to keep fighting, you let me know, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck, bro. That's crazy.
And that fool Wolf put a cigarette in his mouth. Well, I'm ready, dog. But and then that fool said, nah, no more fighting.
Whoa. That shit's serious, dude.
So yeah, we were talking about that outside my mom's funeral.
Wow, man, that's great.
Yeah, man. I realized that I grew up in a place, bro, that's concentrated and away from the regular city.
Yeah.
So there's stuff that happened in a project that no one ever knew about. Like I didn't even know that some of those guys that were at my mom's funeral, they robbed a fucking armored truck, bro.
No shit.
Well, people will park stuff at the liquor store, and then people will just rob it, bro. Like you just can't drop something off and leave your car keys in there.
Right.
Or a Budweiser truck will deliver beer, and then they'll rob it. It came to the point where we had no more stores. No more grocery stores.
Yeah, because everybody was just robbing them. Fuck, dude.
I didn't know that there used to be a King Taco in my neighborhood, bro, till they robbed it too many times.
Oh, really? They just fuck, dude. That's
there
what
was a guy,
the
bro.
Bay Area.
There was a guy in the neighborhood that he will rob places and then cook and then clean it, leave it clean,
right?
And then leave a note and say, "I struck again."
Get out of here! Really? Did someone really do that?
History for Fools, Butch Escobar,
What's
people.
up? History
Yeah,
for Fools. It's hot as fuck in this room right now.
See you next time. Yeah.